What's up YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of New Parents in Training. So today we're going to test out baby cubs. So our baby is starting to grab the milk bottle by himself and wanting to feed himself with it. But unfortunately, he's having a hard time to tilt it upward. So we wanted to just get a bunch of baby bottles to test it out to see which one he would like the most. And they all claim to be spill proof. I have two from Munchkin, one from Green Sprouts, and one from Dr. Brown, and one from Nuby. Now some of them have straw and some of them they don't. We're gonna test out each cup by itself and to see whether or not it lives up to its claim, such as spill proof and whatnot. And we wanted to find out which cup or bottle that our baby likes the most, and that one will be the one that we want to keep. So follow along to see which cup our baby likes the most. And before we get this video started, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Okay, so I have unboxed every single one of them. So from the far left is Dr. Brown, then we have the Nuby, then we have the two Munchkins, and then we have the Sprouts. So of all the 5 cups here, only this one has a glass container. Everything else is just plastic. This one can be used for 6 months or 9 months up. So for 6 months would be just a suction. And then for the 9 month up, they actually have a straw in here. Now, today we're gonna do some tests to see whether or not these cups live up to what they advertise for. Now, the first thing we want to test is to see whether or not they are actually spill proof. Now, the tool that we're going to use is a formula. So a lot of times baby will use the sippy cup for milk or formula. This way we can test to see whether or not the cups actually spill proof or not. So we're going to fill up each one of them and then just test on this black mat to see whether or not the cup is able to prevent the milk from spilling. All right, test subject number 1 is the Dr. Brown. So what I end up doing is to pour about 4 ounces of formula in here. So what we want to see is whether or not this will spill any formula if we tilt it. So, I mean, the baby would do a lot of this kind of stuff, right? Because you want to see whether or not it will have any droplets. Well, well, that was not a hard shake, but the milk did came out. Now, let's see if anything. So, there's no milk coming out when I set it up right, so that's a good sign. It's just from the very top. That's where it drops. Let's see. Oh, there's, yeah. All right, let me just do this real quick. There's no droplet coming from the side. So yeah, it's the only place that's coming out from is on the very top. Got a couple of droplets. So this is Dr. Brown. All right, so the next one we want to try out is the Nuby. I know a lot of people use this. Some of our friends are using this as well. So yeah, it is one of the, by far the cheapest one in the market as well. So anyway, I also have 4 ounces of milk in here, and let's just do the spillage test. Oh, it does spill. So let's see where the spill is coming from. Okay, so the spill is also coming from the tip of the nipple itself. So, but it has to be all the way up in order for it to spill. So, I mean, I guess it's kind of promising. I mean, so unless the kid is grabbing the handle upside down and walking, otherwise it's probably not going to spill. And from the side as well. So yeah, there's no leakage from the side, and that's also good. So, all right, here, this is the Nuby. All right, so the next one is the Munchkin, and same, I have 4 ounces of milk in here. So this one, how the baby will drink out of it is to bite down on the side, and once it's been tilted and bit down, the liquid will come out. So the design is very unique. There's no straw or nipple or anything. So let's just see how this will fare. Upside down. Whoa, this one actually no spill. Like a little gentle shake. Nothing coming out. There, I mean, we do have milk in here. I don't want people to say there's no milk in there. And nothing coming off on the side as well. So yeah, so far only this one has no spill. All right, so next one is also a Munchkin. So this one has a pretty unique design. There's a cap on top already. You flip it. Oh, milk came out. Okay, that's just weird. Then the straw will pop out. So yeah, you can just open and close like so. Anyway, let's see how well it does for the spillage. Okay, nothing dropping. And nothing is coming off on the side either. So that's good. Oh, there's a drop. I think might have to do with the straw itself. Yep, it seems like the straw is being filled with the milk. So, okay. I don't know. This is kind of iffy. There's milk building on the side of it. I'm not feeling too confident with this one. There's few droplets, but yeah. So, okay, this is the Munchkin. Okay, so the next one is the green sprouts. And now this one has two forms. One is for 6 months and up and 9 months and up. So in this particular form is in a straw form. So it's connected to a straw with the straw top as well. So this one is the only one that has a glass container inside. And let's see, also we have 0.4 ounces of milk in there as well. Let me just test to see if it spills or not. Okay, nothing. It's 90 degree and there's no spillage. And let's see, how about from the side? Nothing. So nothing is coming off on the side and nothing is coming off on the top as well. Now, to be fair, I'm gonna test out just by the nipple itself. So the other form that's for the 6 month and up. So without the straw itself. Okay, so this is the 6 month version where just the nipple. They do provide you with different nipple for the 6 month and up, and there's no straw inside. Again, this is 4 ounces of milk inside, and let's see if this will spill. Nope, nothing. How about the side? Nope. So earlier, the ones that fell, when the milk are all pushed toward the tip of the nipple, then the milk will start coming out. But this one, as you can see, it's all filled. The milk is all filled on the top, on the tip, but the milk itself is not coming out. So yeah, this one is sealed up really, really well against all the other ones. So yeah, there's the green sprouts. So after our first test on the spillage, well, these 3 didn't make the cut because they were spilling. Now, granted, Dr. Brown, you had to tilt it 90 degrees in order for the droplets to start coming out. But to us, we don't want any milk droplets on the floor because it's so hard to get rid of. Water is fine, but milk is, on the other hand, is just so much harder. Now, for the Nuby, this one is spilled, but at the same time, just feel that the quality of this is really poorly made. Because the seal here, we feel that we had to, every time we tighten it up, we had to like jiggle a little bit in order for it to have a perfect fit. And not only that, let me open it up for you. This straw here is actually quite hard to reattach. So it's gonna be, yeah, it's, I'm trying to push up as hard as I can. So it takes some time to get used to it, and also this end as well. So this is actually kind of hard to put it all together. If you're in a time crunch, then it might not be suitable. And also the fact that it spilled in our test. This Munchkin also has issues. As you can see from the video, when we did the test, it has droplet. Not only it had droplet, but we weren't really sure where the water actually leaked out from. I suspect it was from the straw itself when it was closed like so, and then when the water is going in, it kind of build up in the straw, and so once it flip out, and so it kind of frustrating because the fact that we're not quite sure where the spillage was coming from, but it was definitely spilling. Now, another thing was that the footage that you saw was actually the more successful one that we're actually able to get out of this Munchkin. Now, the problem is that before when we were shooting the test, this one keep failing because the portion that's kind of sealing the air passage on top here was keep coming off. So this part, if it's not sealed, and the water will just keep going in here and coming out. You don't even have to be 90 degrees, just like 45 degrees, the water will, or the milk will come out from this air passage. We're not gonna test any further with this 3. So there's one more test we wanted to run. So we're gonna run this 2. Well, apparently the green ones work really well. So we're gonna test this 2 with the drop test. All right, so the first one we're gonna test out is the green sprouts with the 6-month nipple on top. So also with the 4-ounce formula. Now where I'm standing is about my kid's height. So he's like a little bit over 2 feet tall. So anyway, want to do this as a drop test, so to kind of demonstrate how kids, if they drop this bottle, whether or not it will spill. So again, this does not spill just by tilting or turning. So let's do this. As you can see, there was one droplet that came out, but overall there's not much going on. Okay, so the second test for the green sprouts is with the straw. That's for 9 months and up. So here we go. And that has no droplets. So the one with the straw actually is much better. Okay, so the last one we're going to test is this Munchkin. Now, same as the other one, this one has 4 ounces of formula in here. I'm not sure if you can see it. There's the liquid moving inside. Anyway, I'm going to just drop it on the ground and see if it spills. Oh, it does. It makes a splash. So, yeah, this one actually spills. Well, it splashed a lot more. All right, something I should mention in the very beginning of the video, we're not sponsored by any of this product. We bought them out of our own pocket and we test them out. So the main focus for us is the spill. If at any point the bottle failed the spill test, then we just stop testing that particular bottle. And for us, the winner is the green sprouts. That one did really, really well against spilling, and it did really well with the drop test as well. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, leave it down below. Until next time, bye.